Queencast ladies in the house.
That is us. That is us.
That is us. One day we're just going to come in with a full-on rap, I think. The Queencast rap.
Oh, we're just going to start with, hey guys, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey guys, we're real excited to be here.
What's
Yeah, right.
that?
That hurt for me to not be all excited saying that. That hurt.
So, why are we excited today, ladies?
It's another Hit the Spotlight episode where we get to talk with yet another professional shaping this industry.
Oh my God, yeah, how is he shaping it? Phallic shaped?
Well, Jules?
I mean, yes. We are talking to Julius King today.
Yeah, we are.
God save the king.
Okay, so quick funny story.
Go for it.
We spoke to Julius, I don't know, maybe last June or July.
Yes.
Had a fantastic conversation.
Did.
And Zoom decided to eat the file.
Oh,
Did.
gosh.
It was a hungry little motherfucker.
It was.
This has literally never happened to us. When it was converting the file through the processing and I went to open it, I'll get a little pop-up on the screen that says, file not found. I'm like, I'm looking at the file.
Yeah.
File not I did my Googling. I called in my tech people. It was gone. So it has taken us this long to get another date on the books with Julius.
Well, we did have 4 others booked in, but we all had to cancel for various reasons.
That's true.
Oh yeah, that's true.
He had to cancel because there was storms and the weather, and then work commitments, and then it was all very conflicting. Anyway, Julius is in the waiting room. Shall we get him into the studio?
Yes, please. Let's come on in, Julius.
Hi, Julius.
Hey, how you doing?
Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to the Queencast studio again.
Part 2, right?
Yes.
My God.
We have just explained to the Clitisons what happened the first time round.
So you got to explain to the who?
Oh, the Clitisons. Our followers are called Clitisons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can I ask? So what was the explanation? Because I had thought of something like, someone like stole it and it was held hostage, and
Wow.
and I was like,
Julius, he's onto something, guys.
I have a particular set of skills.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Yeah. I got a particular set of skills.
Oh my God,
and,
very taken.
If you give me back the audio, or I'm gonna fly to Canada and whatever.
So what happened to the previous recording with Julius? What happened to that file?
It should always be different. So I was recording while I was on the boat, and my mic fell into the ocean or something, or whatever.
Right. I like this approach, Julius, so much more. Thank you. It's actually much more entertaining than what the truth was.
It's way more.
Way more entertaining.
So we surrendered trying to track down that file, and we said, fuck you, Liam. We're just going to do it again.
Hey, we're just lucky that we get to talk to you twice.
Right?
Yeah.
Let's go with
That's
that.
that's a good way to look at it.
Yeah. What you say, Julius, is, and you're so happy that you get to talk to us twice too. But we can edit that out. It's
I
fine.
am more than happy.
Oh my God!
More than happy.
Just such a surprise that you
That
said
was
that.
really
It's so
nice
cute.
and not prompted
No,
at
I'm
all.
blushing. That was so
No,
sweet
not
of you.
at all.
Thank you.
Welcome back, Julius. We are going to just read your bio, and then we're going to go into a game. Is that okay?
That is great. That is, yes.
Julius King is a Southern African American voice actor within the audio erotica community. He's got big plans for some new online communities in the future. Besides that, Julius likes to laugh a lot, and he likes animals and water. Woohoo!
Wow.
Woohoo!
All right, you know what? Hold up. I gotta. That was really good, because I overthink everything because I'm a weirdo. And so I was going to add what you just said to it. I was going to I should put that I like animals and I like water. And so, wait, did I put that, or am I having
You
ADHD?
did.
No, spoiler
that
alert,
good.
Julius. That's what you put the first time we spoke.
Yes.
So we just pulled it.
Okay. So, cause I didn't remember if I put that this time.
You just thought we were psychic.
Yeah.
There is that as well.
There's that as well.
I know you're not psychic now, so that ruins that.
Somehow.
Sorry.
Ruin the illusion.
Damn
it.
So now we're going to move straight on to the Quinn cast game. It's called This or That, and it is you have to answer all of the questions that we're about to say in under 1 second.
All right.
Can you do that?
Yes.
Do you consent?
He's practicing. Yes.
Do you consent to playing?
Yes, I do.
I do.
Perfect. Right, here we go.
Okay. Number 1. Whisper or growl?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's go again.
Correct. That was great.
Your psychic antenna is bent.
Yeah. Way out of kilter.
Okay, here we go. Whisper or growl?
Whisper.
Oh.
Slow burn or straight to it?
What happens after 1 second? I'm sweating. All right. Okay. Can I get that question again?
Sure.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Slow burn or straight to it?
A slow burn.
Breathy or commanding?
Commanding.
Ooh. Teasing pause or dirty laugh?
Dirty laugh.
Ooh, all right.
We get an example?
That.
You can stay.
There you go.
Anyway, all right. Now we get into the chatty conversation. Now, because we told our clinicians that we have spoken before, last time we spoke, you did share with us how you got into audio erotica. I think like a past girlfriend uploaded a recording to Pornhub, if I recall correctly. And the response was positive, to say the least. And then your coworker's wife got off to your voice or something.
Yeah.
And you were surprised that people were taking to your voice. When did you start to go, all right, maybe I have something here? I mean, clearly by now you've been around a while.
When I first uploaded onto Reddit, like that was like the very, 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 very first time I like put myself out there. And so, that was it. Like I created a Reddit and I created an audio that took like 2 weeks to create, and it's horrible. Please don't go listen to it now. But it was like the very first thing I did, and then I put it on Reddit, and then I was at work and I was working, and then my phone was like buzzing like stuff. And so I don't know if you guys know how Reddit works, but
Yes, we do.
Yeah, you get a bunch of comments and likes and stuff, and so it was really popular, and I had like tons of comments and stuff and likes and messages and stuff, and and then it was a big deal. And then I don't know if people know this, but I got banned.
You got banned?
Oh yeah, I got banned. So when I created my first audio on Reddit, like I had just created my account, and so I know what's happened now, because I had to go through talking to the Reddit people and all of this stuff. But basically my account was in this probationary period, because the way Reddit works, I think you have to be like on that for at least a month or 30 days before you can start kind of doing certain stuff that won't get you flagged. And it's like they have like measures put in place so that people don't create like burner accounts and spam people and do certain stuff. But anyway, my account was new, so I created this. I'm on this new account that was in this probationary period, and then I started like responding to 20, 30 comments and stuff on this post that's gotten popular. So obviously, I'm doing something illegal, So let's get the hell out of here.
Obviously,
because you're interacting with your listeners. Okay. Did they think you were a bot because you were responding so quickly?
Yes. Like I was doing too much, and so that happened. And then it got banned, and I was like, "Oh, what just happened?" Like, "Oh, I guess this ain't meant to be." And then people, by that time, I had like created a freaking Twitter or whatever, TikTok or something, and so I was reaching out to some people, and I was like, "You know what? What's happening? Is my account banned?" And then it wasn't like the perma ban. Whenever I went to my account, it just had some crazy looking stuff going on. And anyway, long story short, I tried to create alternate accounts, and they would just get banned instantly. And then I ended up contacting Reddit somehow, and I talked to someone, and they was like, "Oh yeah, your account was flagged because you was doing too much too fast, basically." And yeah, that's why it's back up now.
Oh my
or whatever.
gosh.
But that was interesting though. So yeah, that was the first time that something.
Jeez.
Yeah. I must be pretty okay at this.
Yeah, clearly.
Hell
And
yeah.
then did you apply for Quinn or did they find you?
Both. Both because so I didn't know Quinn existed at first. And then I remember seeing an email, I think, from them. But then when I remember someone mentioning it, like, oh yeah, there's these platforms that, or do audio erotica and stuff. And I was like, oh really? And then but anyway, I ended up doing an audition. Yeah. And then they kind of reached back out to me.
Okay, if I'm wrong about this, I apologize. Smudgy, didn't you comment on some of Julius's stuff?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and copied Quinn in on it. And
yes, you tagged Quinn.
Yeah,
yes.
I tagged Quinn. Yeah, so I'm not saying that I achieved your throne-like status, Mr. King, but I was one of the many people who tagged some of your stuff.
That story still trips me out because I don't even remember hearing about Quinn. Knowing what Quinn
You didn't
was.
need to hear about it. We all knew about it, and then we listen out for the voices, and then we try and point Quinn in the directions of certain people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it might happen, it might not do, but yeah.
Well, I greatly appreciate that.
Hey, look, we can sort out, how you pay me back. It's fine. So you've clearly come around to know that your voice is something special, right?
Yes.
Nice.
I think it's rather okay. Yeah.
So your voice is really powerful. So when you're recording, what is it you kind of care most about? How you sound, the mood, the scenario, the writing. What's the biggest thing for you?
At this point, it's more so like the acting and how realistic it sounds to myself. Because like I've gotten to this point now where when I first started, I guess was a little less comfortable, because if I'm reading someone's script and the script is like, I picked up the mallet or something, like I would just read it that way. Oh yeah, I picked up this mallet, and like now I pretty much tell everyone like, hey, you have a nice script here, but I'm gonna read it in my tone, so certain words may be altered a bit. More so for me, it's about like how natural it sounds, like no one wants to be read to, oh yes, I would like to have sexual intercourse with you now.
Right.
So,
Come on, that
wow, that's so hot.
That's so hot.
You are so moist. Wow.
Oh well, yeah.
So do you know what kind of vibe you're going for, like when you get in there, or do you think about it before?
Yeah, like once I read the script, it's like the idea and the character is just in my head, like it's all the way. So when I sit down, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna punish her for filing my taxes wrong. Yeah,
right.
Bad accountant. Bad accountant.
Yeah, I'm getting audited by the IRS or whatever, and you're gonna pay for it sexually. So,
did you have any expectations when you started working for Quinn at all?
I had the wrong expectations because the only thing I knew was Reddit,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, this is Reddit on an app, so, and it's not Reddit at all. Reddit is the wild west.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
You're at over 364,000 plays right now on Quinn.
Jeez.
Yay. That is crazy.
Yeah, talk about expectations. My God, that's amazing.
So, did you know what vibe you were going to go for at the very beginning? So what was Julius King going to rock onto the Quinn scene being?
No, I did not. I was talking to someone about that yesterday where I'm still kind of honing in on what performs best for Quinn, yeah, and so no, like my first year, like I kind of felt like I tried a lot of different stuff, and some stuff works, some stuff doesn't. Like honestly, I still feel like I'm in that process. So yeah, no, I had no clue.
Are there things now that you thought, oh, I'm going to record that, but now you're like, oh no, I'm not going to record anything like that? Is there stuff that you steer clear of?
Oh yeah, gotten more streamlined with, like, when I'm reading a script, I can be like, oh yeah, no, that's not gonna go on Quinn there, unless. And then there are some scripts that I've talked to the writer and I'm like, hey, we need to change X, Y, and Z. This is, the way this is worded and things like that. So I felt like, yeah, I've gotten better in that regard because. So again, with this all being a learning process, like I have written some of my own scripts. I've done certain audios that have been completely rejected. And what I mean is rejected because of everything we're talking about now, like, being fitting within what they require for Quinn. Like I've had certain audios that I've completed that, some of the subject matter was it just wasn't what they, liked.
Oh, yeah. So what's something you've learned about like your voice, your style since you started doing this?
Apparently people like to hear me talk, so it still creeps me out, but no. Yeah. I can't say I ever disliked my voice, but I think I hear myself differently now, but I think I hear myself close to the way other people do now. And then just the community is interested. Like the listeners, right? Like anything that is, adjacent to porn or sex work in any capacity, there's always, I feel there's like a, animalistic, these people are just horny and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how we sound.
Yeah.
You nailed it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But no, I have from reading comments and hearing, responses, like a lot of listeners arrive at audio erotica for various reasons. It's not just because, they were just bored and horny or whatever, originally going into it, with not knowing any of this, I was like, oh, this is just like an avenue of porn, but it's deeper. Like there's a lot of people in this space that use this stuff for healing, and
Yeah, absolutely.
At least for me, I started this the same way. Avenue P was like, ooh, look at this fun new porn I can listen to. And then you quickly realize it is so much more than that.
Yeah.
It's not just for wanking and getting off, although that's a fantastic part of it. It's just there is this, like, what you get from the audios is just, you get to feel desired, you get to feel I guess desired is the biggest thing, and also just like nurtured and cared for, and all those. So like you're saying, Julius, it's not just you get so many feelings more than just horny.
Yeah. I've had listeners say that it's healing and things like that. Like, oh, I'm going through this divorce, or I'm at a weird, situation in my marriage or whatever. And just all kinds of things,
Yeah.
I bet you had no idea that that's like the work you're doing here is just, the impact is so much further.
Yes.
It's exactly. So you have a pretty important job.
Yep.
So have you, as a creator, what do you bring of yourself into the audios? Is there anything from your background or personality, that's outside of Julius King, the audio erotica creator, that you bring into your audios?
Outside of this, like, because I've always tried to do like commercials and things like that, what they would always teach me is like, hey, you need to have a natural, tone. You don't need to get rid of that accent. And, the customers for the Geico commercial, they want to, you have to have like a neutral tone. Right. Yeah. And so with this, like, I just like talk like myself, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I just bring my natural, normal sound. Like, like if you were to hear me in roles outside of this, I don't sound like Julius King. I sound like, a professional voice actor that is, doing a commercial or something, and then But
I need you to do a British accent now.
I know.
Oh my God, bloody! I can't do it.
Did you just say, "Oh my God, bloody hell"?
I learned a few words here and there.
Okay.
I learned what an arse is a few days from my editor.
Good.
I feel like a perfect arse.
Oh yes, yes. Bollocks. Yes.
Bollocks and arse.
That's it. Yeah. Bloody hell.
It's all we have.
great.
That's all you need.
Fabulous.
Jumper.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. With this, like, with creating audio erotica, whenever I sit down, like, it's funny. I let go of all of my coaching, and it's like I can just talk like normal. As far as my personal personality, like, I bring just obviously my authentic sound and a lot of my immature personality.
Love it. It's like a playfulness.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Have you ever tried to do an audio in that like neutral kind of voice, like just to see what it would sound like?
Like my very first audio was like that. I think I was acting it up really because it was my first audio, and I was like, oh,
you were throwing everything at it, weren't you?
Yeah.
Shakespeare and
yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think I was as comfortable. I was nowhere near comfortable as I am now. You know, I know that I have an accent, but I don't know I have. an accent. Well, I didn't know until I moved away from the South. People were like, "Hey, you talk weird." I'm like, "No, I don't. Shut the hell up."
And I think your voice, Julius, I mean, it really stands out because it's just, you know,
yes,
from the other creators on the app, there's not a voice like yours or an accent like yours.
yeah,
Certainly.
No, at all.
So it's cool that you can like step up to the mic and just talk like yourself and not have to put on like a voice unless the script calls for it and you want to do it. But yeah, you get to just show up and talk like you, and it's clearly doing things. It's working.
Yeah. I really like that. Like, I genuinely do.
Do you think about like the type of listener you're creating for, or do you just kind of, like you said, be yourself and let your audience find you?
There's both. Like, during my first year, it was a mix of all of that. Like, I felt like I was trying to create audios for a wide range, but yeah, at the same time, also though, if I am filling a script and they may say, "Oh, you know, I did such and such," and then, you know, her face turned bright red, you know, like if I'm speaking to a Black listener, then I may, you know, describe that situation completely different, you know.
How do you feel about the underrepresentation of certain communities within audio erotica?
You know, that is a really good question, and part of so when I first, that's actually another part of why I continued after I uploaded my first audio, was because like, I got the bulk of my comments were they were twofold, right? One was like, "Oh man, like you sound just naturally Southern Black, you know, like you know,
Yeah.
and you have a bunch of you sound like me, you know, like you don't sound proper, you sound this way." And then the other was like, "Oh my God, you sound naturally dominant." Like
Interesting.
yeah, like I've gotten some interesting comments, you know, like you sound believably dominant, you know, versus like
Yeah.
someone just reading is, you know, I'm the dominant person here and you're gonna do what I say,
Yeah.
you know, whatever. It's funny. I do feel that, yes, there isn't, I don't feel that there are a lot of people that sound like me. Like, obviously, you know, there are a lot of amazing Black VAs, you know, male and female, but yeah, I don't think that they sound like me. Like, for example, right, like Raw Vintage, right? He's, you know, a Black VA, but he has a different sound than me. He has a different culture and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think that there's a lot of people that sound like him and have his accent, you know? I think that Black Southern VAs are vastly underrepresented. Yeah, I mean, I feel good, you know, for giving there's a lot of people that follow me who's like, "Oh, I've never even heard of Quinn," you know. And it's like, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I've read this stuff. Like, I didn't even know people on there sound like you know, and all type of stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's definitely a big deal. And yeah, I'm glad to be able to, give someone an option or a lane that, they didn't have access to before. So funny, my social media following, especially on TikTok, is really grown. Um,
Mm.
and one of the biggest, I mean, I think I've read this 200 times. I kid you not, just from like comments from messages, whatever. It's like, obviously in the Black community, certain words, lingo is different. And every script writer that I work with, like the word, I always exchange the word cock and dick, because like, again, like it's just a different culture, and so there's so many listeners like, oh, I like Quinn, but I don't even use the word cock, and or whatever. And so it sounds more like it's more relative. They can relate with, you know my voice and the things and the words and the vernacular. So,
Yeah, I mean, do you write
Yeah.
scripts or accept scripts, based on cultural nuances and with the content, the language, the vibe, and the rhythm? How do you choose what audios to go for?
so funny enough, I say yes and no. Like if I'm searching, like I found a script last night, and I reached out to the writer, and it just like, it was almost as if I had written it, right? And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is just, I definitely got to use this. But no, like there's certain scripts that I would find where it's just like, oh, this is a great story to tell. And there are certain scripts that I've filled on Quinn, and like they were originally like A for A. They weren't even M for F. And then, it's like a neutral story. And then I just kind of take it and I, put my own twist on it.
Yeah.
But if the story sounds good, then hey, like I'm willing to do it, and just put my own style on it.
Is there a certain like storyline or trope or something that you tend to gravitate toward that you like to do the most, and conversely others you want to stay away from?
So this is so interesting because I was having a discussion about this, because like, I'm at this point now where like obviously I'm on Quinn, and I'm trying to go for longevity and all of that stuff. So I'm deep into analytics now, right? And
Oh.
there's a lot of things that I think, oh, this would be amazing. This should do or perform this way. And this is to go back to a question you asked earlier. I've learned that, again, like, yeah, the Quinn community is different from the Reddit community, right? Like that I've had certain audios that may have performed this way on Quinn and perform completely different on another platform. And so for me, the MDOM stuff really, really works on Quinn a whole lot. And not just like it's not just like toxic MDOM, but like there's like, like the kind of gentle MDOM or pleasure dom, you know?
Yeah.
And then again, like I've tried a good amount of different tropes and ideas, but yes, like that is one of my that's one of my favorites at the moment. And I'm trying to narrow that down and try to see which kind of, I guess, direction, or like work out everything around it. Like, oh, can I be an MDOM firefighter that's telling the story, or
Oh, yes, please.
or you better get out that burning house or I'll spank you or something. I know it's on fire.
Yeah,
but yeah,
Runs back into the house.
yeah. Oh, you're a spy. Oh, why don't you bend over this burning tape? No, I'm just joking. Yeah, but
Feeling it.
but yeah, and just trying to really, I guess, carve out what is just what reaches the best, all while obviously keeping my authenticity. The one trope that I feel like I would stay away from, even though there's been some debate because certain people say that I haven't, but is M sub. Yeah, like that's one that it just wouldn't be natural to me. I feel like if
Yeah.
someone heard it, they would be like, "Oh, he's obviously he's reading the script, but damn, you know, so, you know." And if I just had to say one that I would probably stay away from would be, yeah, I guess submissive. Me, you know, me
Yeah.
submissive.
Yeah. I'm fine with that, Julius. I'm fine if you stay in the dom lane. It's all good for me.
Yeah. Would you ever, and I'm just curious, ever do one where you start out like an M sub and you switch, like do a quick switch to an M dom?
Ooh.
You know what? This goes back to what I can and can't put on Quinn, because there's a audio I did on Reddit that was like that, where I was like in this predicament situation where I'm like tied up and I'm like, hey, you know, what's going, hey, you know, no, don't spend my credit card, I'm tied up here, you know. And then it switches as it goes, you know. And it was loved. But again, I have to, I kind of want to present something like that, you know. I just gotta get it within the right guidelines for Quinn, you know.
What about like the feedback on Quinn, like in the Quinn comments? Do you ever read any of those? Not just to read them, but kind of to see what your audience might want you to do next as well?
Yes, especially, oh my God. When I first put my first audio up, I was all on that. I was like, okay, let's see what, oh God, it's, you know. But no, I got a whole bunch of feedback, a bunch, like from the sound effects to the scripts and everything, and a lot of what I mentioned. Like if you go to some of my early ones, you know, there's a lot of people like, oh man, I really like this and you sound this way, but the word cock just takes me out, you know. And yeah, just like, oh man, you sound really good, but I kind of feel like you're reading, you know. Like again, if you go to some of my earlier stuff, you can hear that, you know. I mean, or you can read that more so.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I've definitely like got a lot of constructive feedback on it, and I don't mind, like, you know, I am still super new at all of this, you know, and it's only been over a year, and it's a lot of growth that can go there. And it's funny because like the majority of my listeners, and you know, even the writers, you guys have way more knowledge than I do, you know, because I'm producing it. Like I don't necessarily consume it, you know. I create these beverages for you guys, but I don't drink them, you know. So I don't know what they.
Yeah. If you never listen to anybody else's audios, then you never listen to anybody else.
Yeah. So yes, I have. You know, certain people in my personal life that had already known, because that's how I even knew what Reddit was. You know, people would send me stuff, and I was like, okay, well, you know, let me hear what it sounds like. Like, send me some of the stuff that you listen to, and. I would listen to a lot of it, but I was like, man, I don't hear me. I don't hear anybody that sounds like me at all, you know? So yeah, no, I've definitely, like, even on Quinn, you know, like I've just listened to other people just to see, you know, just what's out there, you know, and what people respond to and things like that, you know? But I'll say this though. When I listen to stuff, I don't ingest it for entertainment. It's all technical now, you know, like
research,
literally for science.
Yeah, for science, you know, like how they tell their stories, and why, you know, why are they having sex in the middle of the desert? You know, why is the weather that way that day? You know, why are you not wearing suits?
Well, first off, there's nothing else to do in the desert other than fart. Yeah. It's just sand, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Yeah.
That's not ideal.
Yeah. And Jules is right. Like the comment section, like you have market research right at your fingertips all the time.
So how do you kind of stop it from being a chore?
I don't know. Like it's always been, it doesn't feel that way to me now. But that's more so, I would say that's more so just due to external stuff, like where I'm at in my personal life. So I've always like, again, I've been hearing the same thing about my voice for years, but like I was just never at a point where I was like, oh, I have enough time and enough mental happiness and financial happiness or whatever just to pursue this. And so
Yes.
this is all of this is in a sense right outside of my career, like a really fun, just like side thing. So it doesn't, I guess what I'm saying is, yeah, I don't know, none of this feels like a chore right now. It's all, I enjoy like all of it,
Yeah.
um
I would say that audio erotica is probably one that you can change it up to bring back that spark if you start losing it a bit, because there's so many different things that you can do, right?
Yeah.
And other than it being like really fun and obviously sexy to do, hopefully, does it like is it meaningful, like really meaningful to you now that you've been doing it for this long and kind of seeing the impact that it has on people?
yes, like that. Again, I didn't even know that Quinn existed, or just how people ingest, or the reasons that people listen to audio erotica. And so, yeah, like it is definitely meaningful now, because after, I arrived on Quinn, like all of my social media and stuff has blown up, and it definitely is for in a lot of ways, for sure. Because like I said, the impact that it has on people, I didn't even imagine, I would be where I'm at with all of this now. Because like, I'm able to monetize this stuff now. So this is fascinating.
Oh, yeah.
Like
It's
yeah.
great.
Were you surprised with this just makes me think of this as well, the like your safe for work audios that you do?
Yeah.
Like I feel like people absolutely, you go crazy for them. I mean, you did one like a period comfort one, I remember, and like the sleep aid. Were you just really surprised by how those were just so beloved as well as the not suitable for work ones you do?
Yes, that literally came from a message I just got on Instagram. The person, yeah. Well, she probably gonna be listening to this now, but no, yeah, someone just messaged me and they was like, "Hey, could I would just love to hear this, like, if you did this or whatever." And I was like, "Oh, really? That probably be a good idea." And 1 year later, and
Oh,
That was really good, by the way.
That was good. It must be a voice actor or something.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
I mean, now you're saying about you listen to the feedback and the comments and all of that great stuff. So, who were you before in regards to women's sexual empowerment and before audio erotica, and has that changed who you are now and how you view that?
I guess I feel like I'm still the same person myself. I guess my knowledge, especially in regards to women, has just grown. I wouldn't have thought that some women like a deep voice and a comforting voice as much as they do. Like my YouTube following, which is growing, like I get a lot of that feedback also, and there's like no sexual implications there, but it's like there's a bunch of people that are like, oh yeah, you sound like someone I could see myself interacting with in person, or like, some, like you sound like a father figure, or, or someone a person I would
Yeah.
respect, or, or, and oh man, this voice reminds me of this person that, that's not in my life anymore, or whatever, like a family member or something. And, it allows me to go to sleep at night and to calm myself. And I didn't know that stuff
So
existed
cool.
at all.
Yeah,
So amazing.
Yeah, before all of this, I didn't know that existed. So it's a whole bunch of education.
Is there a particular recording that you're especially proud of?
At the end of February, I have a collab that is featuring like 3 other VAs, and yeah, it's a safe for work collab, but it is
Really?
yeah, but it's
on Quinn.
On Quinn?
yes, it's awesome though.
Has that ever been done before?
Yeah, but it's fun because there's like it's comedy in it, it's
Mm.
goofiness, and it's
You were going to fit straight in that then.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm so
like,
excited for this.
yeah, it was so fun to do. Like it was written, it was like really written really well. And,
Oh, that's exciting.
yeah.
Wow, so that will actually probably drop just after this episode because this episode will be out soon.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
don't spoilers. although we
no
would love them,
spoilers, but obviously.
Oh my God, Julia! Speaking of funny, like when you were part of Dolph's monster speed dating.
Welcome to Monster Mingle Speed Dating. I'm Charlie, your host for tonight's supernatural soiree.
Oh my God.
You were amazing in that.
That was man. I wish I could write like that. Like that is insane.
It was so. I mean, your voice was so perfect.
Oh, you were so good.
Yeah, that was a great series.
Do you enjoy doing collabs?
Yes, they are fun and challenging, and it makes me like working a muscle that I don't normally work, or like thinking extra, because you gotta kind of sync up as with the other person, and
Yeah.
So yeah, no, that's definitely fun. Yeah.
Is there a dream collab partner that you've yet to work with?
A dream collab partner.
I'm sure there's many people you'd love to work with, so we're not going to exclude anybody.
Don't
But
worry.
An audio with Denzel Washington or something,
there you go.
Oh my God, sold.
like a safe for work or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I've seen some people doing some impressions of him, and they've done some audio erotica, like not
Oh my
audio
God.
erotica Quinn stuff, but just like dirty stuff.
Really?
Oh my
Send me the
God.
link.
Genuinely, he could be a proper Don. Denzel the Don.
God, yes, he
Dom
could.
Denzel.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Well, then,
Julius and Denzel. Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I like it. I'm curious how you were raised around the subjects of like sex and gender.
It was more. I'm from what's called the Bible Belt of the Great America South.
I
Yeah.
heard of that.
We don't talk about all that stuff until you are, at least 37. And then you go out there and then you figure it out then. So it was I was, I guess, raised traditional, I guess.
Conservative.
I guess
Conservative.
yeah, very conservative. You don't you wait until marriage, and then on your marriage night, you have sexual intercourse respectfully.
Yes.
And
Missionary
the
only.
stork, missionary only, and the stork comes and brings us back.
right.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no, I mean, in my adulthood, just interacting with a bunch of different humans from different backgrounds and stuff, like I was, able to educate myself on just how different and, the fluidity and of all of this stuff, and how it's not this narrow, in or out, black or white, left, right,
Yeah.
box that certain people or, put it in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do a lot of people in your world know what you do? Do they know what you do?
A few do, yeah, but I guess they don't know there's an ocean, but they don't know how deep it goes. Like,
So they don't know the full extent
Yeah.
of your audio erotica.
So you're not
Yeah,
like,
because-
okay.
yeah, because one of my, I work with like my best friend, and so at work sometimes we will have to make phone calls, and then we'll have to get on, talk to certain people, and then I'll just like turn it on, like, and so like people always say, hey, you need to go and you need to be on sex hotlines, and I'm like, oh,
If you only knew.
Oh, let me send you this link.
yeah,
Technically.
Spoiler alert.
yeah.
So how has creating erotica changed your own relationship with your own sensuality?
The way that I look at it, right? Like there is a lot, I feel that of me that I put into the audio erotica that I produce, but also I do feel that it's a character. So in a sense, like if it makes any sense, it's everything I produce is as authentic to me as possible. But I guess I don't necessarily relate any of my content directly to, I guess myself and my, I guess, actual sex life in any capacity. So
Yeah.
Have you ever done something during an audio and gone, oh, that's kink unlocked, or that's unlocked something in me that I didn't realise I liked?
So it was that was the one I mentioned on Reddit, and the one where there was a bunch of like yearning and desire and oh please, don't spend my money or whatever was going on in that audio.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the yearning and the desire, the like that into the M-Dom stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, that is one, for example.
Because I think there's a lot of audio erotica audiences, listeners like us, who have come into this world and gone, oh, God, never have thought of that in a million years that I like. And I'm just, all of a sudden, I just got curious and thinking, if we do that as listeners, surely the creators have those epiphany moments.
Yeah. Yeah, like there were certain things that part of it is the response that I get.
Okay, yeah.
I've got load of comments just from phrases. It's like, oh my God, I don't even like to be called a good girl, but when this voice says it, yes, I'm a good girl. The reaction I get from like breeding and things like that. That wasn't like a big one for me, and like now it is a bigger one for me, I would guess.
Yeah. How would you define sexual freedom?
Just you being able to express your desires without judgment or critique from people who don't enjoy or I guess fully understand. And what I mean by that is like there's other VAs that that I communicate with, that I'm friends with and stuff, and there's male VAs who produce M for M stuff, and I mean I personally have no desire for that, but like yeah, they are free to openly create and express themselves. I'm all for people in general just choose and just do and be where you want to be with what makes you happy.
Yeah.
So do what and whoever you want. Freedom.
Whenever. With consent.
Yeah,
with consent,
yes,
obviously.
within consent and legal guidelines. But
Of course, yes.
Like,
yeah.
that's why like I've gotten certain comments where it's like, oh man, that his voice is nice, but it ain't for me. That's completely fine. There's people that don't like deep voices, and that's completely fine. There's people that don't like to a certain extent. That's completely fine. Like I'm just focused on the people that enjoy it, like how I can get the most for them.
And I'm not yucking anyone's young, but fuck them.
They're wrong.
Right? Just saying, they are so wrong.
Right.
It is. I mean, that's the beautiful thing with the whole community, right? There really is something for everyone.
Yes.
There's just such a variety.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have some listener questions.
Ooh.
Right?
Yeah, we do.
Jules, take it away.
All right. Our first one comes from Ricky. I notice that you respond to most, if not all, social media comments. How did you decide to be that engaged with your followers? And have you ever found yourself in a compromised position as a result?
I would say that I'm lucky because most of my comments they're not, it's nothing like crazy toxic or anything,
Good.
Yep.
Like I've not, and like I said, it's lucky. I consider that lucky because, there's other people that have had bad experiences, with social media and stuff like that. But that's a big part of the reason why if I got the free time and, and I'm on TikTok, I just respond to stuff. So, all right, because they mentioned social media, right? And so if you notice what I post on social media, like I don't necessarily even post anything too spicy.
Mhm.
Like
Right.
the bulk of the stuff I post, there is just it's safe for work.
Yeah.
So and I'm not saying that should or shouldn't warrant, a certain reaction, because people should just be nice to you anyway,
Yeah.
regardless. But no, like I respond to most of what I see when I can. And it's all been nice and positive. It's playful sometimes, but it's I've never responded to someone that's like, oh, we should have sex this way and blah,
Yeah.
Right.
whatever. And,
Yeah.
You're like,
and
back away. Yeah.
Next question is from Seaside Embers 10. What is one of your favourite audios you have recorded and why?
Favorite audios. I promise that this is not this is not just a promo for an upcoming audio, but this upcoming audio for the end of February is like my favorite, because it was so fun to act, to just to be a part of. Outside of that, I like making safe for work stuff more than I like audio erotica. Funny enough, like I enjoy both of them, obviously.
Yeah.
There is an audio I put on YouTube, which is a sleep aid, and I would say that one was my favorite, because like it completely blew my mind with the reactions and the feedback that I got from it, that the fact that like thousands of people are like falling asleep listening to me. Like, what?
That's so sweet.
I love that so much.
All right, Peyton 3345 asks, what is one of your comfort movies?
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know why I wanted to put on the accent, but okay, so
Do it.
one of my comfort movies is a horror movie. I love horror movies so much. So a good film in which there's a story in which some ghost or zombie or psycho killer is terrorizing someone. But I like horror stuff, and so I'm a weirdo. Listen, I'm a weirdo. What I do when I come home, and I turn off all my lights, and I take a shower, and I get in my bed, and I go on TikTok, and I'm like, I find the top horror movies or something. Or like, I'm a big horror fan, and like I like to find stuff that I've not seen, and I go and find titles, and I turn them on, and I look at them, and there's a jump scare, and I just have to question myself, and I'm like, man, what's wrong with you? I'm just not even. But
that's your comfort movie.
The best.
Yes, because horror, I like the mystery. Like I always want to know, like, why are you stabbing this person so? What
I take such comfort in knowing why you're stabbing people.
Yeah, like what did you do to make them that mad?
Wow.
All right, so you take comfort in like the figuring out.
Yeah, like I love moving with like plot twists and stuff like that.
Well, good for you, Marty. I was gonna let it go. You was looking so happy just now, I was thinking, but to tell you the truth, I'm glad you figured it.
That's like an issue I have, because whenever I try to write stuff, I always like, I have to do the M. Night Shyamalan thing. Like, oh yes, we just had sex, but this was a dream, and now you're in jail or something. I don't know.
Talk to dead people.
Yeah. It's part one.
Still one of the greatest endings.
Oh, ever.
God, amazing.
Like beyond one of the best twists ever.
But I'm just saying, comfort movie, there are some plot twists in things like, Love Actually, or, Sense and Sensibility. You can find comfort in things that aren't stabby.
Oh, yeah,
Julius,
no.
you stick with that, because Scream is one of my comfort movies, so I totally get it.
Oh yeah, that's why I love the Scream series, because which Scream had where Cotton was killing?
The third one.
So I forgot the guy's name, but there are legit rules that you have to follow, right? And it's like when you watching a scary movie, you know, you can't rule out certain one that I've taken with me, and whenever I'm watching a new movie, it's like, oh, did this person get killed? It is like, well, we saw them wrestle with the villain, but we didn't see them get stabbed. And so it's like, I'll watch some and I'm like, well, due to me having knowledge of horror movies, I deduced that Stephanie is actually the killer. And I'm usually right. Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, I know that.
I can deduce immediately, Julius, that we will never watch a movie together because I don't do horror movies.
Certainly don't take comfort in them. So
No.
Well, no,
Guilty.
yeah. We can watch, like, for example, I just rewatched it was what is it? Was it Glass? The second Glass? It was the last one where all three of them fought.
Glass.
M. Night M. Night Shyamalan. Yeah, like I rewatched that or whatever.
you can watch movies with Jules.
High five, Julius.
Yeah, for sure. I got
You and Jules can
Jules
do
and
your
Julius
scream
can watch your
There we go.
horror movies.
Julius, if I don't say this, I'm gonna go crazy because but I have to tell you this. So last time you were on, every time this goes back to your accent and how unique it is. The way you say Quinn I just love the way you say Quinn. So last time you were on, you were saying it. And ever since then, when I see the word Quinn, I say it in my brain in your accent.
This is what I'm talking about.
You say Quinn.
What?
Queen.
This is what I'm talking. This is where I said this is part of that. I don't know I have an accent because I thought I said Quinn is normal.
Exactly.
I like how you say
Practice.
comments because it sounds like you say comments.
Yeah, it sounds
It
like
does.
Sounds like
It does. It's great.
Is that a
great.
sexual in your window? Oh,
Yeah, that's right.
It's not even an innuendo, it's just direct.
Yeah, comments.
Just an
direct.
endo.
So can you do me a favour? Can you say Quinn comments?
Quinn comments.
Quinn comments.
Oh, amazing.
Brilliant.
People would always say that I say water differently. Like you don't say water. You say water. I was like, now I know I say water.
Julius, the way you say water
Sounds
makes it feel like water. Like it's like flowing over.
Oh,
Oh, that was nice.
water. Okay.
Love it. Oh, Julius, that's the last of our
was so
questions.
It's been so fun.
Thank you so much for coming back again and recording. And I think we had even more fun this time.
I
so
know.
just saying.
Thank you, Julius, for hanging out with us so long.
No
we
problem.
appreciate it so much.
You have a good night, Smudge. And
Oh, I will, Julius.
Jules and Kaza, you have a great day.
Thanks, Julius. You do the same.
You too.
Okay, I definitely will.
All right. Take care. Well, that was Julius King. What do you guys think?
Oh,
Julius.
That was so fun.
Julius. Quinn.
I mean, his voice is so
In the
nice
comments.
with the deep voice and the accent is amazing, but also like his energy is so chill. Like I felt my nervous system regulate as we were talking to him because I'm such like a high visual communicator and he is a very thoughtful and slow communicator. And I'm like, this is lovely.
Yes.
I can see why so many people fall asleep to his voice.
So, and I mean, speaking of that, I love that how much he enjoys recording safe for work audios.
Yeah.
Really refreshing to hear.
Yeah, it's got to be easier, I imagine,
Yeah.
than having to put all the sex shit in there.
Yeah, all that sex
All that
shit.
sex shit.
Get that out of
No,
there.
but that was awesome. It was so good of him to come back.
That's another Hit the Spotlight episode in the bag.
Yes. Thank you so much, Cliticins, for listening. We appreciate you so much. If you enjoyed our conversation with Julius, please be sure to comment, rate us, give us those 5 stars that we love so much. And let us know if you have any thoughts, ideas for the future. Queencast podcast at gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. So we'll be back again soon with another episode. But until then, this has been Kaza. Your voice matters.
This has been Jules. Go put those lips to good use.
And this has been Smudge. Keep wanking.